What is going on, guys? Today is day one of a new journey for us. So the secret is out. The live streaming the video game, and we're going to continue making the video game, was sort of a way for us to dip our feet into live streaming, see what it feels like, see how that integrates into our workflow. And I really think that live streaming is just the future. From a content production standpoint, being able to flip on the live stream and being able to make clips off of the live stream, make YouTube videos from the live stream with AI, so it's automated, is unbelievable. Plus, getting the benefit of being live, interacting with your audience. It just, it's where the future is at. And the most important thing is, right now, AI cannot live stream. All right, so the moat there is unbelievable. AI can't live stream. AI can make shorts, AI can make YouTube videos, AI can tweet, AI can make posts on LinkedIn. AI cannot live stream right now. I mean, I'm sure it will down the road, but this is a moat that I think will be there for a little bit. It's going to be very challenging for AI to duplicate somebody live streaming their journey. So anyways, back to the journey. And before we dive deeper into the journey, I need to give credit where credit is due and sort of talk about where this idea of this journey came from. Okay? Because there's this kid named Matthew, and I think a lot of you know who Matthew is. And Matthew is the founder and CEO of BridgeMind. And over the last 163 days, he's been live streaming every single day. His progress from $0 to $77,000 in annual recurring revenue, building BridgeMind completely in public, totally live streamed. And let me pull it up here so I can show you what I'm talking about. Hold on one second. I'll mute it. Hold on here. All right, this is this right here is Matthew with BridgeMind. Right? So he's kind of an absolute psychopath, but in the best way possible.
What's up, chat? What's up?
And he is live streaming himself.
Let's go.
And he's got great energy.
Welcome back,
and he's
everyone.
live streaming himself going from $0 to $1 million in annual recurring revenue. You know, and it's so audacious because he's building products that are competing with giants. You know, he's literally right now building a replacement for Claude Code, which is so crazy that a solo developer would try to do something like that, you know? So anyways, the live streaming is beautiful. We can have this interaction back and forth live. We can create YouTube videos, we can create clips, but also for someone like myself who gets distracted so easily, the streaming live provides this sort of weird accountability. This it locks you into a mission, right? Because when you become a indie hacker or whatever it is incredibly easy for you to wake up and say, I'm not going to give it my all today. I'm just going to kind of fuck around. But when you have these systems in place and you are on a mission and you're live streaming your mission, it now becomes almost impossible for you to go, I'm not going to give it my all today. Because what are you going to do? You're going to go on live stream and you're going to half-ass it? You're going to put 50% effort in? Hell no. Hell no, you're not doing that. So instead, you live stream it, you clock in for your 4 hours, you have your couple people watching you, interacting with you throughout the day, and you're putting your best effort into whatever it is you're creating. And it adds that layer of like, I gotta make it good. I gotta push a little bit harder because it's live. So, our first goal here, is going to be figuring out what we're going to produce. We have 2 products right now, and like it says in the title, we are at, what are we at? Hold on one second. Let me pull up revenue cat. Let me see where we're at. Right now, we're at $32,000 in annual recurring revenue from our 2 apps. The majority of that is from OpenClaw, which is our iPhone app that lets you set up OpenClaw with no server, no Mac Mini, no API keys, nothing, straight from an iPhone app. Okay? Amazing. Love it. I'm not sure if it's going to be our main product that we're focusing on building, but right now it does account for the majority of our annual recurring revenue. Our other product, which I think is at like $300 or something like that in recurring revenue, is Talk Macros, which is a macro tracking app that lets you say, I guess I'll just do it here. Lets you say, hey Siri, talk macros.
What did you eat?
I had a banana and an apple and 100 grams of 80/20 ground beef.
I logged 1 banana, 1 apple, 80/20 ground beef. You have 1,546 calories and 173 grams of protein remaining today.
Okay, so I don't know if you can hear that. I hope you can hear that. But basically, you can log your food straight from your voice. You don't even have to open the app if you don't want to. And then it automatically calculates like how many calories and how many grams of protein you should be eating every day based on your goals, whether that's to lose weight, gain muscle mass, stay the same weight. So we have those 2 apps right now, okay? We've already put so much effort into those that we need to at least do them the justice of creating an agentic marketing system that will be 80% automated. So at most, it's costing me an hour or 2 per week to keep the automated marketing system going. And so the way we're going to do that is, it's not going to be easy. The way we're going to do that is we're going to create X profiles. We're going to create TikTok profiles. We are going to get as close to automated for Talk Macros, creating posts about nutrition. So mainly like high value posts around meal planning, recipes, ingredients, plus the calories and macros. And our goal there is to just generate top of funnel views. You know, so basically we're trying to get whatever it is, 50,000 raw views a day And I've seen it happen with all of my products and all the marketing I've done so far. The views, 1% of those, 2% of those raw views are going to end up clicking the link in our profile. 2% of those are going to download from the App Store. And then whatever it is, a third of them are going to pay money and purchase the app. For QuickClaw, those percentages will be much higher because it's a lot more trendy, and the posts that we're going to be able to make on X and on TikTok via like automated TikTok slideshows are going to be way more targeted to people that are interested in trying to learn how to use AI agents to learn how to set up OpenClaw, right? Because with talk macros, we can just do generalized like nutrition or weight loss type marketing. But with QuickClaw, like it's so narrow targeted, whereas we can make posts that are like, you need to set up this workflow with OpenClaw. And then somewhere in either the article on X or the slideshows on TikTok, we'll have, hey, if you haven't set up OpenClaw yet, you're crazy. And the easiest way for you to do that is to just download the app QuickClaw. And here's the link. Go do it. Go get it done. Vlad, what's up? So ideally, yes, we're going to add another app to our portfolio of apps. But first and foremost, what I'm saying is we need to do justice to the apps that we've already put so much time and effort into and set up some automated agentic marketing systems. So we are generating views every day. We're generating link clicks every day, downloads every day, which will eventually be sales every day. And I am going to cap that at an hour or two of my actual time, of dev time, put towards these agentic marketing systems on an ongoing weekly basis. That way there, the weeks and hours that we've spent building talk macros and QuickClaw are not just like completely wasted, because that would be silly. And so we already have revenue coming in from these apps with like almost zero marketing whatsoever. So we need to take the time and do them the justice of getting some agentic marketing systems in place where we're making TikTok slideshows, we're making articles on X, and they have their own dedicated accounts. Which is doable. I'm not going to act like it's going to be easy, because it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be something that's very doable. And I think that like my personal brand audience will resonate very highly with watching me develop systems to automate marketing, even if it's an extra 1,000 MRR a month. You know, I think anybody would trade 2 hours of marketing time for an extra $1,000 a month. Right? So we got our work sort of cut out for us. I think that we're going to start with QuickClaw because we already have an X profile set up for QuickClaw, and we can warm up a TikTok account for QuickClaw, and then we can just start kind of get rolling with it. I would like to, with QuickClaw, I would like to do a very specific type of account that is super high value. So I saw Ernesto, which I know everybody knows Ernesto. I'm going to pull it up on the main screen in a minute. Here's something that would be fantastic for Talk Macros. So first of all, let me pull this up on the main screen. Okay. So here's something we can automate that does not look super AI generated. So basically, it is a healthy, large dinner quantity and a non-healthy, small dinner quantity next to each other. And the workflow for automating this with AI is probably going to be simpler than it looks. Because we'll take a nano banana photo of the meal on the right, a nano banana photo of the meal on the left, and then we will have it sent to the Kling API to generate the video, right? The hardest part is going to be figuring out what we're going to do, which we might have to just sub it out for something that's a little less optimal. Figuring out how we're going to have the hand come in, or have somebody talking to the phone saying, "Hey Siri, talk macros," and then logging the actual food. My phone went off. And then logging the actual food. So these are kind of like the high value accounts that I was talking about that we could I'm going to call it semi-agentically automate right now. And we can do an account for OpenClaw that will be very similar. Let me see if I can find the I don't know. We don't need it right at this moment anyways. So agentic AI marketing is going to be our first kind of our first deal. I'm going to CD out of this. We're going to we're going to make directory, mkdir make directory, and go agentic marketing. All right. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, nobody's faster than me. Oh, these are the wrong headphones. What am I doing? All right, so we're gonna open up Claude Code. And basically we are going to, why is my video, oh, here's my music. All right, beautiful. So we're going to create, I guess we should start with QuickClaw first. Let me just pull up the QuickClaw X page. Go like this. Why can I not switch into the QuickClaw page? Why? Oh, it's so irritating. What the heck? Alright, QuickClaw. So we can go do some research on sort of other OpenClaw pages that are kind of popping off. Jesus. This one has 500,000 followers. So we're going to look at some of these. Oh my God. There's no posts. These are all fake. It's all bot. This is a crypto scam. So that's the most annoying thing with X right now is the crypto situation. I can't stand that like the platform is being used and sort of fucking abused right now. This is the second one, the second most popular one, 180,000 is another fucking crypto situation, I guess. I'm just trying to find a an OpenClaw page. Of course they follow me. But I'm trying to find an OpenClaw page that is posting consistently, like high value posts, and then that will give us very good inspiration for what we should be posting on the QuickClaw page, along with like product updates and all that. Because this is all, this page is good. It has 40,000 followers, but it's all reposts. It's nothing they made themselves. Strange. Let's see what else we have. And this is sort of how I've always done marketing with any of my apps, is I just kind of look at the competitors first, and instead of trying to like reinvent the wheel, I figure out what is working, you know, like what sort of the meta is, and then we can build off of that. Like, so this story here, right here, is an excellent idea of a post idea that should be on the QuickClaw X page. And the more I think about it, doubling down on the X page first before even going into the TikTok realm is probably a better idea for QuickClaw, so that, because this is where people live anyways, that are going to that are going to be this is where the ideal customer profile lives that's going to be using QuickClaw. All right, let's see. Like Alex Finn does a fantastic job with OpenClaw videos, and that's somebody we can look to for inspiration as well. Is like on the QuickClaw page, we can make videos going over setup of OpenClaw agent and going over how to improve it, workflow. See, like here in this video, I'll go over strength and weakness of each, plus show you 4 workflows. I think that workflows will be a big part of marketing QuickClaw. Is just getting some high value workflows in place and figuring out a way that we can visualize that beautiful. Whether that's like me making short form videos or just like sort of infographic style. And it's rough because the OpenClaw trend has kind of died down recently, and I guess this is a negative and a positive with Claude Code being banned, or with OpenClaw being banned from using Claude Code for like tokens. It's even more killed OpenClaw, but also sort of provides a marketing angle for me with QuickClaw, because QuickClaw still has access to Opus 4.5. You know, so if you do the $200 plan on QuickClaw, you get access to Opus 4.5. And it comes with an LLM switcher. So which works better than the built-in LLM switcher in OpenClaw, like the one that I built for it in the app, where you can just select a different, let me pull it up and show you, where you can just select a different version of QuickClaw, or a different LLM inside the QuickClaw app. And then so basically, like, you can use the if you're doing something difficult, you can still use Opus 4.5 for the difficult stuff. And I might have even updated to Opus 4.6. I need to check. Oh, of course I hit the wrong plan. But yeah, basically you can choose between Gemini Flash 3, Sonnet, and Opus for like your main LLMs inside the QuickClaw app. Which, like, I did too good of a job working on this app for me to completely throw it away, because Anthropic is trying to kill OpenClaw so bad. That's another thing we have to do, is I created a skills panel. Maybe I can pull the app up in Xcode. Let me see. Of course, Xcode is like the only thing you can search for in Finder that actually works. And of course, I have an update right now. All right, we're gonna fire off. I'm gonna turn off Vision, Watch OS. Download and install. We are going to do this in a different window so we don't dox ourselves. All right, that's installing right now. So basically I just installed, I'm having it install Xcode. It said open existing project. We'll go to, oh shit, you know what? I can't bring it up on stream actually because QuickClaw is on my other laptop, but that's fine because we don't have to right now. So what we're gonna do is we gotta actually get down to work here. All right, we're gonna set up first a OpenClaw agent of our own that is going to watch X and news and be basically like every heartbeat checking for news with OpenClaw. And we're going to, let's write this down so that we're actually getting things done here. I'm just logging into Discord. So that we can talk to the music pause. All right, so I'm gonna say first, I think that the QuickClaw text channel is still trying to use Opus 4.6 instead of GPT 5.4. Can you please check what LLM QuickClaw text channel is set up to use? So I'm gonna make a text channel I'm gonna make a text channel called QuickClaw, and it's gonna be constantly searching for news on OpenClaw. And then on X, we are going to report on the news, either me, like we are now, we're going to record a video reporting on the news with OpenClaw. That's going to be one of our post styles. Or we're going to do a high value post where we go over a workflow that we are making with OpenClaw. And obviously every post we make is going to include a link to the download page on QuickClaw. And our goal is going to be 50,000 views every day. All right, in your current OpenClaw JSON, there's no per channel override for QuickClaw, the default global. All right, cool. So we'll go to QuickClaw. Let's see, I'm gonna say, how would you recommend we set up a news monitoring channel here, or update that you send me here along with the heartbeat that checks X and all other relevant sources like Hacker News for any big updates that would pertain to mainly OpenClaw, but also AI as a whole. All right. And I think sometimes that's the best way to use like OpenClaw is kind of to, instead of telling it what to do, like revert. Oh man, agent failed before reply, API. Yeah, see, it's not using 5.4. Can you make a new text channel that is using the OpenAI Codex GPT 5.4 and call it QuickClaw News? My personal OpenClaw agent is set up on. You know, that's what we could do instead, is we could just use QuickClaw and then not even worry about Discord or anything. I think that's what we're going to do. That'll be much better. Let me go App Store. And then this will be good because we can dial in the QuickClaw, your AI agent. Look at all these guys who are trying to cop my stuff. One-step OpenClaw setup help. SuperClaw. Deploy OpenClaw for 30 seconds. I wonder if any of these have figured out how to actually make it work straight to the phone yet. It looks like this one has. Last update was 1 month ago, though. All right. We're going to open this. I'm going to log in. All right. I've got to improve the UI a bit for using this on the desktop app. Can you help me to set up a heartbeat that, or hold on. Can we modify the heartbeat so that we are monitoring for breaking news regarding OpenClaw and also just AI as a whole? So any new LLM models, Claude updates, anything like that. Okay. It says, I'll now monitor OpenClaw for news, AI industry shifts, and Claude updates during heartbeat checks. Let me upgrade this. I'm going to upgrade it to... Because right now I'm on the starter plan. For QuickClaw. Let me see. I'm gonna upgrade so that I can do Opus 4.6. All right. All right, so now see we have this switch to go to Sonnet and Opus. So I'm gonna switch to Opus, even though Opus is like incredibly nerfed right now. And it does take like a minute to switch because it has to actually switch it in the back end, restart your virtual private server, or restart the gateway. Let's see. Can you please tell me what you've added to the heartbeat so that we are getting breaking news on OpenClaw and new LLM models, or just Claude updates and industry whole updates? Here's what's in your heartbeat now. Quick Claw breaking news. Anything? No, oh shoot. All right. Change this so that it's OpenClaw breaking news, not Quick Claw. What kind of sources can we use to make sure that we are staying on the bleeding edge of updates? I think X would be the best, but it's going to be difficult for us to give you access to X. Wonder if we can do talking mode in the we might be able to do voice mode. All right, so this is a bug right here that I need to fix. See how it says good question, blah, 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 blah. And then it repeats it again, good question. So we'll have to make note of that, and that's something we're gonna have to fix. Not today, but in another stream, so that it's not doing repeat question answers. Good question. Here's what I actually have access to and what's tricky. Right now I can web search Brave, catches blog posts, press releases, Reddit threads, news articles, web fetch. I can pull RSS feeds, official blogs, GitHub release pages, Discord announcements. Best resources I can hit, OpenClaw GitHub release /changelog, which that's not going to be like bleeding edge of OpenClaw Discord. Anthropic's blog, Claude updates, Hugging Face, new model releases, Reddit, Hacker News. You're right, X is where breaking AI news hits first, but it's locked behind auth options. Auth options, Knitter instances, mostly dead now, RSS bridges, unreliable. You forward me interesting posts. Which that's not good. Honestly, web search plus Reddit plus Hacker News catches 90% of breaking AI news within hours. 10% gap is usually leaks and rumors. Good enough for you or want to explore browser route. Can you please run what would happen during the heartbeat right now so we can see what kind of responses we'll get back? Here's what a heartbeat check would serve us right now. OpenClaw. All right, so this was released yesterday. GPT-5 family improvements and channel provider fixes. Security article. Microsoft reportedly building OpenClaw-inspired agent platform into Copilot. Of course they are. New LLM releases. GPT-6 launching. Anthropic Claude Mythos previewed to select partners. Man, could you even imagine this Claude Mythos plus OpenClaw? Meta. Llama 4 Scout and Maverick open-weight MOE. Chinese lab dropping massive open source models rivaling proprietary. Claude Code adds 1 hour prompt caching, session recapped, skill tool access, a lot of stuff. Okay. Pretty solid coverage from web search alone. Want me to adjust the format, frequency, or focus area? No. I'm going to say, okay, that's fantastic. Can you please, after you report the news, add something that is, well, after you go and do a heartbeat and find the news, if something is truly breaking, for instance, Claude releases a new model, or Anthropic releases their new model, or something really large, have it be like a separate line item that's like breaking with a red emoji and fire emoji, and include it underneath that. Underneath that, also add Quick Claw marketing angle. So write up like, this is how you should post about this on your X page in order to maximize views and engagement. All right, done. Now every heartbeat will report the news and sections, flag truly breaking stuff with fire, give you a ready to post X angle for Quick Claw marketing. Yes, go ahead and run it now. Let's go. All right, so it came up with some breaking stuff. Anthropic temporarily banned OpenClaw's creator from accessing Claude. Anthropic also announced Claude subscriptions no longer cover third-party tools like OpenClaw. Yep, we know that. Breaking OpenAI launches GPT-6. Breaking Anthropic preview. Okay, great. Cool. So for right now, I'm going to take a screenshot of this, and then we are going to go to X. Claude is down right now. Claude has been down a lot. I'm going to say open Claw. I'm going to say painful truth is OpenClaw died when Anthropic blocked Opus usage. But my app, quick. Claw. App has a nice little selector so that you can easily switch to Opus when you need it and back to Gemini Flash 3 when you want to use 20 times less tokens. Alright, painful truth is OpenClaw died when Anthropic blocked Opus usage. Claude code usage. My OpenClaw app has a nice little selector so that you can easily switch to Opus when you need it and back to Gemini Flash 3 when you want to use 20 times less tokens. I will always have the state of the art models optimized for, no, we're just gonna leave it as that. Okay, I'm gonna post that on my account and then I'm gonna retweet that on the QuickClaw account. Alright. Everybody's so mad about my post this morning. Let me see. All right, reposted. Beautiful. Okay. So we got that locked in. We're gonna have the news coming live as it happens with X post ideas, which is going to be really nice. Now that we have that set up, I'm going to turn it back to Gemini Flash 3 so we're not like blowing through Opus credits, because we're just checking the news and generating like angles. Gemini Flash 3 will actually probably be better than Opus, believe it or not, because it's so like integrated with Google and deep research and all that. Let's test it. Let's say run the heartbeat again as a test, just to make sure that Gemini can actually do it. Yeah, this looks great, and it might be better. I'm gonna say keep this running in the heartbeat in the background. How often is our heartbeat set to run? Every 30 minutes? No. Alright, I think that's full of shit. It says that the heartbeat doesn't run at a fixed timer like 30 minutes instead of triggered by events, but that's not true. I believe that it's set up for every 30 minutes right now, but we'll just, we'll have to just see. It could be an hour. We'll have to see where it's at. Alright, so we did a little bit of marketing for OpenClaw. I'm going to open up Claude Code here, and we're going to do make directory desktop agent, and that's going to be our code name for now. So after making this video game for so long and experimenting with the 3D models and all that, I have started thinking that what we need to do is create our own harness for whatever LLM you want and have it power a 3D model that lives on your desktop that we can engage with, sort of like you would engage with Whisperflow. So let me like right now I can press this button here and that starts Whisperflow on my desktop, and it does voice to text. But I want to be able to also press a button and be able to engage with a AI agent that has a 3D model that pops up on sort of the better way of explaining it is going to be creating Clippy, except for having it directly integrate with our own harness instead of integrating with OpenClaw at all, and having it have a real 3D model so that when it talks, it can use its mouth, and it can even have a couple of built-in expressions for things. Because I think that OpenClaw is great. I think that Claude Code is great. But if I'm thinking like way down the road here, then I think that people are going to want some sort of ultra cute desktop assistant that you can press one button and you can talk to and bounce things off back and forth, or even have it operate your desktop. So I can press a button and say open the terminal and open Claude Code in the terminal in this file or something like that. Or even I can have it carry out tasks like an agent orchestration type thing, you know, and we'll give it a voice with 11 Labs. But I think that this is going to be our next project for now. until we figure out what our project is after that. You know, because a lot of the stuff that we do is timing based. When opportunities come out, I take advantage of them. And there's just not really one right now besides this, which I think is a good long-term play and could be very cool, because there's a lot of times where I wish I could just press a button and talk to something that's like OpenClaw and bounce some ideas back and forth, or ask a question and have it come up with an answer, you know? So this will be your little buddy that lives on the desktop and is cute and can talk to you, answer your questions, and has a memory. So let's CD into desktop agent and let's get started. Let's begin. And obviously we won't be able to use Claude because you can't use harnesses, but I think we'll be able to use Codex, which I probably should just be using Codex to code this. Let me see if I have Codex installed here. I don't. Let me install Codex, and because Opus is like so beyond nerfed right now. Say Codex CLI. Go like that. I just feel like I'm getting one of those intuition things where this is going to be a better project to start with Codex, and their fucking thing is sweet. All right, it's on GPT 5.4 default right now. Hold on one second. Sorry, the charger I have for my little background camera is like not working at all for the one that does this shot. I don't know why. Nothing ever works. All right, let me see what models we have. I guess we're just going to use 5.4 latest frontier agentic coding model. Extra high. Let's go. Okay. I would like to build a harness for any LLM model. Ideally, we are able to use our Codex subscription or ChatGPT auth subscription, similar to the way you do with the Codex CLI tool, and it will be an actual Mac OS app and possibly an iOS app down the road, so that I can press one button and either voice to text by default, but also be able to just type on a keyboard and interact with a 3D model, sort of like Clippy and have it provide answers to my questions, possibly have it be able to use the terminal down the line. Can you please help me draw up project specs for this so that we can get a banger app built? What? I've hit my usage limit, but I haven't even used it at all. Okay. Let's copy this and let's go back to Claude Code. Even though I did really want to try to use Codex for that. It's funny because everybody always talks about how you never hit your rate limits in Codex, and you always do in Claude Code. And it's been exactly the opposite for me, where I just hit a rate limit in Codex, and I've never hit a rate limit in Claude Code. All right, how do you want to handle LLM authentication? ChatGPT, Codex subscription auth, OpenAI API key, Anthropic Claude API, or local models? Oh, it'd be great if we could do all of it. It says support Claude models via API key or Claude subscription. This is like the exact thing that they don't allow. And it says terms of service gray area, auth flow may break when OpenAI changes it. For OpenAI, which couldn't be any more backwards. God, they're so annoying. All right, I'm gonna say let's set it up to use local models. Let's set it up as bring your own key and chat GPT Codex and local models. All right, which 3D character approach appeals most for the Clippy style assistant? Scene kit, rigged USDZ model recommended. Native Apple 3D, good performance, uses Apple's animation tooling. Best fit for Mac plus iOS later. Reality kit, more modern, tuned for augmented reality, Vision OS. Overkill for input, future-proof. Metal, max control, max work, only worth it if you have very specific visual goals. 2D animated sprite. All right, I'm gonna do I'm gonna say chat about. I'm gonna say type something with, which is not letting me. Seriously? All right, we're just gonna click the first one. Shit. No. Rerun asking me the questions again. If you're watching X or you're watching on YouTube, make sure that you like the stream. Right, type something. Okay. I would like to be able to use, using local models would be sweet. That would be so sick. But I just don't know. It's going to require people setting so much stuff up, and I don't think they're going to do that. I would like to be able to use Codex, CLI, auth, flow. Bring your own key. With Open Router also, if possible. And local models. Next. We're going to use SceneKit. Okay. What's a primary interaction surface? Floating companion window recommended. Small menu, always on top, draggable window with a character. Push to talk hotkey opens. Input feels like Clippy. Menu bar app with popover. Lives in the menu bar, click to summon, more discreet, less character presence. Yeah, that's probably better. Small, always on top, draggable window with the character. Push to talk hotkey opens up. Opens input, feels like Clippy. I guess menu bar app with popover for now. All right, how ambitious is V1 scope? Chat plus voice plus character. Yes. Submit answers. All right, I'm gonna let that rip. I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, we have to we gotta change the music so it's a little bit more upbeat. Let's go. What do we got? No. This is better. This is better. Come on, let's get fired up. All right, drafted spec.md in the project root covering vision, V1 scope, architecture, 3 provider, attributes. Let's jump straight into scaffolding the Xcode project and agent core package. We got to figure out what we're going to use. We got to figure out what we're going to use for a killer agent face model to, and we probably have a couple, so we can switch them out. OpenClaw tips, what's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is exactly what we were looking for earlier, is OpenClaw tips. Because we need to, let me see. I was just talking about how on the QuickClaw page, like, you do a fantastic job of making these value posts, which this is what like the QuickClaw page should really be, is sharing like high value posts like this. I like it. All right, so let's look up most iconic companions. D2. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Like, what are the most iconic companion robots? Think like BB-8. Can't think of Cortana, stuff like that. I'm trying to brainstorm creating a 3D agent that lives on your desktop. All right, scaffolding complete. Agent core build clean. Next step on your end, Xcode gen isn't installed, so I stopped before generating. Can you please run all of that? Oh my god, Claude is completely down. Today is crazy. Can you run it and can you make tests and run it and test it? All right, most iconic desktop companions: BB-8, R2-D2, Cortana, Jarvis. Jarvis is so good. Flippy, obviously. Replica. Microsoft China, what? Always on presence, Jarvis. Brainstorm a name that could be a take on Jarvis. Jarvis. Jorvis. Arvis. Jarvix. Jarion. Leaning into your agent direction. Virus. Yeah, why don't you install Virus? Javi. Ari. Vivi. Ravi. Mavi. We could do Jarv. For sure. Arvo. Arvo is kind of badass. Autonomous reactive virtual operator. Arvo. Alright. Yes, if I give you an OpenRouter API key, can you, or if I make a file with the OpenRouter API key in it, can you use this to set up API access to Grok 4.2? Or actually, what is the fastest, meaning like lowest latency and highest token per second LLM that's actually decent so that the conversation feels live? Look on OpenRouter also. Because I feel like Meta Llama, Gemini 2.0 Flash, XAI Grok. Fine, but you give up real speed versus the above. Quad IQ 4.5. All right, so what we need to find something that's fast and decent. And I feel like Grok 4.1 is so fast. Let's see what it is. All right, Grok 4.1 latency is 4 seconds. What the fuck? That's not that fast. We go back to rankings. Let me see how fast Gemini 2.5 Flash is. All right, 1 second latency with 56 tokens per second. That's better. And then Gemini 3 Flash Free Preview is 75 tokens per second and a little over a second of latency. I wonder what has the lowest latency. Because it'd be nice if we had something that was at least under a second in latency. What are people using? Qwen 3.6 Plus. GLM 5 Turbo. Not very turbo. I think we're going to have to do Gemini 3 Flash Preview because that's going to be... What's up, Nathan? How you doing? Right now, we just got done doing marketing for our app OpenClaw, which is the majority of our monthly recurring revenue, but we are going to be building a desktop assistant that has like a 3D render. You could think like the future of Clippy. So you can talk to it, it will talk back to you, and sort of be like a little robot guy that lives on your desktop that we're eventually going to make agentic. So sort of like an OpenClaw agent that can power a 3D render. This is obviously just V111 that it literally just made right now. But we'll sync it up, it'll have a voice, we'll be able to talk back and forth. I think it's gonna be cool. Yes, that is exactly, that's a good point. All right, a mix between Jarvis and Clippy. Yes, we're gonna combine Jarvis and Clippy, that's perfect. So right now we're trying to decide what model we're going to be using, and I think it's going to be Gemini 3 Flash Preview because it's a good mix between very fast and actually smart. So yeah, let's just let it rip. I'm going to take this on my other screen so I can generate an API key from OpenRouter, and then we will use that, we'll feed that in there because I'm going to make it like bring your own key. All right, I'm making the API key. What? No. Okay, I've got the key. We need to make a file. Inside of our desktop agent that has it. I'm gonna go touch.env and then nano.env, and then I'm gonna take this off to the other screen. We go open router API key. X, save, write file, beautiful. Okay, I have added a .env file with the OpenRouter key. I want to use Gemini 3 Flash Preview. I also want to wire up 11 Labs so that it can have a voice. Well, there are like subtitles underneath it for responses. All right, so I need to go to 11 Labs and I need to get the API key and feed it the API key. So we're going to use 11 Labs to create the voice for it. The 11 Labs API key process is so annoying where you have to like set all the privileges manually. Create key. Copy. Back in to nano.env. Oh my god. Okay, oh man. Alright. I'm going to reset that open router key because I just leaked that on stream to no one, but that's fine. To 2 people. And we'll go 11 labs. Paste that. It's hard. Why does it pull up? Why does it pull up? This is like my 3rd stream, brother. And it's already leaked key, dude. Alright, we're going to disable delete. Get in there while you guys got the chance. Desktop, agent, key, create. Okay. These are the things you learn as you go. Alright, Control X. Yes, save. Okay. Rip it. Alright, I just updated the open router key and added the 11 Labs voice key. Please do not pull them up in the chat window here. But rerun the app in Xcode so that it takes the new key that I added for both of them. Alright, text chat plus something should already work right now. Try it. We're moments away from our first conversation with our desktop assistant that we don't have a name for yet. But it's going to be incredible. Hello there, what is your name? I am a large language model trained by Google. That's excellent. So we're obviously going to need to make a little file so that it has like a soul to it. I talked to it, but I did not receive any text-to-speech back. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, that button doesn't do anything. Okay, but if you had to say, what would your name be? Come on now. If I could choose a name for myself, I think I'd go with Echo. I like it because I don't really have my own voice in the traditional sense. Instead, I reflect the knowledge, history, and creativity of all the human texts I've been trained on. Echo's pretty good. Found it. Typo in the dot and key name you wrote 11 labs key. Oh my god. Can you please rename it? Very picky. No, I'm gonna make it so that it can use local Gemma 4, which is gonna be sick because I actually already have Gemma 4 set up also, so I could probably just wire it in right now. But I'm using Gemini 3 Flash preview, and I think that's gonna be like the fastest I can use right now as far as both latency and tokens per second. Because like when you're doing conversational AI, you kind of have to think about both. Like you have to think about how fast you can get a response back and then how many tokens per second it's going to do.
How are you doing today? Is there anything I can help you with? I'm doing well, thank you for asking.
That's so weird. It started midway through the sentence. And also, we need a volume adjuster. Can you create a settings button that gives us like a volume adjuster? Oh shit, I gotta change it. 1 second, I gotta change the camera battery. What are some incredible... What are some legendary 11 Labs voices for this project? I'm thinking fun and high energy. And this would be nice if we could have it proactive like OpenClaw, where it can pop up. Like, obviously we'll have to have a settings for it, you know, but it could pop up and talk to you without you talking to it. Hello, how are you? What's going on?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are things going with you? In the wider world, there's always a lot happening in technology, science, and current events. As for what's going on, in my world, it's all about processing information and answering questions. Is there anything specific you'd like to chat about, learn, or get help with today? I'm ready to help you with whatever you need.
Why is the voice not the same as the For some reason, the chat and what the assistant is saying via text to speech are actually like not the same. No, can you give me actual 11 Labs voice IDs? On the block, I was firing each text to speech request as an independent task. So sentence 2's HTTP response came back before sentence 1's. It landed in the play queue first, and you heard them out of order. Okay. Hello, how are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are you doing today? Is there anything I can help you with?
Man, that is so fast. Can you tell me how far away the moon is from North America?
On average, the moon is about 238,855 miles, 384,400 kilometers, away from North America and the rest of Earth. However, because the moon's orbit is not a perfect circle, but an ellipse, oval-shaped, that distance is constantly changing. Perigee, closest approach, about 225 to 623 miles, 363 to 104 kilometers. Apogee, farthest point, about 252,088 miles, 405 to 696 kilometers. A few fun ways to visualize that distance. The all planets trick. You could fit every other planet in our solar system. Mercury.
How do we get it
Venus,
to stop?
Mars, Jupiter, Saturn.
Can we make a
Uranus,
button
and
so
Neptune.
that it
Side by
hides
side,
or
between
collapses
Earth and
the
Moon. Driving time.
chat
If you could drive a car at a constant 60-month
back and forth, so we just have
97,
like
straight up into the sky,
text input
it would
and
take
enter
you about
button
6 months to reach the
and
moon.
the
Light speed, light, and
character
radio signals takes about
and
1
the
to 3
subtitles,
seconds to travel from
and
the moon to
then
Earth. This is
break
why
it
there
up
was
so
always a
that
short delay
it's kind of
when
like
NASA was
video
able to talk to
subtitles
the Apollo
where
astronauts.
it's just showing like 16 characters or like 16 to 30 characters at a time and updating as it goes through reading the response. See how long we've been live for. How do I see how long I've been live for? Does anyone know that? Oh, it's been an hour and 43 minutes. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Right. It seems like that's updating. What does it say about... My actual recommendation, don't overthink this. Start with core voice and Tony. Hype moments, Adam. Change the voice with the hype moments? Playful genius. Clean, smart, slightly expressive. Best base for your Jarvis-like but fun agent. All right. Can we switch the voice to this voice ID and Tony? And then we'll add these settings with these settings. No. Please. Lower stability, more personality. Oh, I like that. Okay. Perfect. So that compresses the chat. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking.
That was not great, but we'll see. So we have to crank up the fun factor. I'm hoping this voice helps. Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How are things going with you? Is there anything I can help you with today?
That's such a bad voice. What? It also changed the stability. What are the best? I mean, I guess it's not terrible voice, but it's not great. How far away is Mars?
The distance to Mars changes constantly because both Earth and Mars are orbiting the Sun at different speeds and distances. Here are the key numbers to keep in mind. Average distance, about 140 million miles, 225 million kilometers. Closest approach, about 33. 9 million miles, 54. 6 million kilometers. This happens when the two planets are on the same side of the Sun. Farthest distance, about 250 million miles, 401 million kilometers. This happens when the planets are on opposite sides of the Sun. How long does it take to get there? Because of these distances, a one-way trip for a spacecraft usually takes about 7 to 9 months. How long does a radio signal take? If you sent a text message to someone on Mars, at its closest it would take about 3 minutes to arrive. At its farthest it would take about 22 minutes to arrive.
All right, so I just asked Claude. Oh, Claude is still not working. Is that real? It might be back. I said, what are the best voices in 11 Labs for Clippy plus Jarvis fun Disney Q exciting desktop assistant? Daniel, Brian, George, Matilda, Lily, Charlotte, Snap. Try Snap. Normal assistant Brian or Daniel. The contrast between a composed British assistant voice and a squeaky, excited, clippy burst voice would be hilarious and charming, very Disney, very on brand for what you're building. Use two voices and switched based on mode. Normal assistant versus clippy alert / interruption. What is the Snap voice ID? From the search results, we already pulled the ID is... All right, let's do it. Switch to this voice ID. Also add in settings the ability to make a keyboard shortcut I can hold, start talking, and unpress to submit a chat. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't give it the voice ID. New voice ID. All right, I think that's going to make it much better because then instead of clicking on the stupid thing up here, we're just going to press a keyboard shortcut and I'll be able to start talking just like Whisperflow. And then when I release the keyboard shortcut, it'll automatically pop up and start responding. But I'm also thinking that this is broken, like the subtitle response. What is your favorite color?
As an AI, I don't have eyes or feelings, so I don't have a favorite color in the way humans do. However, if I had to choose one based on what I represent, I might pick electric blue. It often represents technology, energy, and the vastness of space, like the distance to Mars we were just talking about.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your favorite color?
Okay. This is going to be very difficult, is getting the streaming audio to match the text that we're receiving. To get the subtitles and the streaming audio to match is going to be very challenging, I have a feeling. So I don't know why it's looking over there. And we need to get a much better 3D model. Because it would be nice if we could generate a 3D model in Trippo like we did for our video game. And then have it be able to pop up and stuff like that. This is going to be great, dude. Because desktop agent would like to access speak recognition, yes. We're going to have a little guy pop up that's going to be agentic and going to be able to use Claude Code and shit like that and just talk to us. It'll be good for stream too, because we could have him pop up and say, yo, somebody just said this in chat. It'll just be more exciting to code via a little guy versus whatever. All right, try it. Click the menu bar to open the popover so local monitor works even without input monitoring. Hold space, command space, speak, release. No, command space is already. Change to What am I going to change this to? No. All right. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. Hello. Hello, testing. Hello. So I just set it to Control Q. But it doesn't seem like that's really working. Let's just see first. Hey there. What is the weather in Bali right now?
As of right now in Bali, Denpasar area, the weather is as follows. Temperature around 30 degrees to 31 degrees, 86 degrees to 88 degrees. Conditions, mostly sunny with some scattered clouds. Humidity high around 75%, which makes it feel closer to 35 degrees Celsius, 95 degrees. Winds light breeze from the southeast at about 15 km/h. Quick outlook. Bali is currently in the transition period moving toward the dry season. While it is mostly sunny during the day, there is always a small chance of a quick, heavy tropical passing shower in the late afternoon or evening, especially in the central highlands, Ubud. If you are planning to be outdoors today, it's a great day for the beach, but definitely wear sunscreen.
Okay. Can you please... trying to think of what I want to say here. Like, when I hit the hotkey shortcut, it should pull open the pop-up window and start live transcribing my voice to text in the little chat window. And then when I release the shortcut, it should stop. I set it to Control Q, but it doesn't seem like it's working at all. We're gonna have to get another little click it button for this. Oh no. Another scene. Another scene, the little iPhone back there is broken. That sucks. We're definitely going to need to get a standing desk, because this sitting is going to destroy my back and drive me fucking insane. And a walking treadmill, which is going to be straight up copying the Bridgebind kid. But just seems like such a better experience for vibe coding and standing and walking on a walking treadmill. Do any of you guys have a standing desk or a walking pad? I want to make it so it's kind of like those TikTok captions where it highlights the word as it's going through them. If that makes sense. All right, hold Control Q. Desktop agent would like to access microphone. Allow. Oh my God. Why is that so loud? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hello, hello. It seems like that didn't work. It's stuck listening. Okay, I pressed the Control Q to open it up, but it did not stop when I released Control Q. Also, we need to add a setting so I can select which microphone to use. All right, Jesus Christ, that was so loud. Kind of messed up my shit. It like full blasted my AirPods. All right, I'm gonna open a new tab. We're gonna go Claude. Bring that over here. Can you please look through these project files? Is it possible for me to give an FBX file for the animated desktop agent? And also, if I do an FBX file, are we able to animate its mouth and just general face movements? Like, I know we have to rig it, but I've only like rigged the bodies and stuff like that so that it can do stuff. Like, I don't know about rigging. I don't know about rigging a mouth, you know, which is what we're gonna have to do. So that it can talk to us. And also, I don't know what that voice ID was, but it was awful. The one that we just used. We're gonna have to go to 11 Labs. We're gonna have to figure out our own. Let's go log in. Voices. Let's look for Snap.
Thousands of users rely on me to turn everyday news into viral, hype-filled, scroll-stopping short-form videos. Let's
Snap is
Welcome
not
back,
good.
Beauty Enthusiast.
Hoppe, hoppe, Reiter! Wenn fällt, dann schreit Ja, ja! Mir ist's, als wär's erst gestern gewesen, als ich auf Großvaters Schoß
No,
saß.
stop. Please stop.
Let's be frank.
No. All right,
Let's be
voices.
frank. You're not
Stop,
taking
please
a
stop.
break. You're just avoiding life with your
Hi,
face in a
I'm
screen.
Maria. If you
Calling
don't
it
want to speak on
rest.
Explore trending voices. Conversational.
Hi, I'm Maria. If you don't want to speak,
No, no.
Ugh, that sounds so frustrating. I can't believe they dumped all that on you last minute.
Ah, okay. Now I understand.
Thanks for holding.
No.
You are going to love this next.
Top 10 mystery scientists.
hi, it's Charlotte, the sweet warm.
Hello, I'm Jean Atlas. I'm here to.
I'm listening. Say it the way it comes.
Well, hello there.
On the first night of her journey, with only a lantern and a half-finished map, she started to question whether turning back was even an option.
Your premium payment of 3,200.
Let
imagination
why
stir
is
the
it?
pot of creativity.
The sea is a canvas where the waves paint their tails.
Hi. So this is regarding car insurance options. Since your
It is not enough to have a good mind.
When hands work safely, beauty and craft.
Hello, this is a test of my voice clone.
Got it. Thanks for explaining. Give me a quick second to pull this up. All right, here.
These are all so bad. All right, release detection fixed, microphone picker. All right, let's see. Settings. Microphone. Scarlet. Let's exit out of that. Let's go Control Q. Hello, I am testing the voice to text. It seems like it's working. How is your day today?
It's working perfectly. Loud and clear. My day is going great. I'm powered up and ready to help. Since I'm an AI, I don't experience time quite like you do, but I've been busy answering questions and learning new things. How is your day going? Are you testing this for a specific project or just seeing how the technology holds up?
Cool. All right. How far away is the moon from Earth?
The moon is an average of 238,855 miles, 384,300 kilometers away from Earth. However, because the moon's orbit is shaped like an oval, an ellipse, rather than a perfect circle, that distance changes. At its closest perigee, about
We need to add a
225,023
cancel
miles,
button
3,300
or something like that, or
This is
just like
often
an
when we see a
X,
supermoon.
maybe in the
At its
top
farthest,
left-hand corner,
apogee,
so
about
that we can make
252,088
it
miles,
stop
405,096
giving an
To
answer.
give you a sense of scale, you could fit all the
Also,
other planets
when
in our
it
solar
first
system, Jupiter,
responds,
Saturn,
it
etc.,
flashes
side by side in the space
a
between the Earth
response
and the moon.
for like 0.25 seconds, and then in the caption section, and then goes straight to the real response. All right, so I asked it before if I could do an FBX file like we did for the video game. It said, here's the answer based on project state. Can you run, not directly, the project uses scene kit. Targets USDZ as character format. I mean, I need to engage, so it can't do FBX. I mean, you can convert FBX to this scene kit file, which is USDZ, but I need to get creative, and I need to figure out what character is going to be the best for this. It's got to feel like Disney meets Jarvis meets badass, smart, high energy desktop agent. Recommendation, AR kit style 52 AR face blend shapes is the gold standard. Wow, what is that? AR kit AR face blend shapes. Is there a place for me to get like AAA level or even better than current AAA, like Witcher 3 level models, or even make my own models for the USDZ scene kit spec? All right, build succeed. Source kit showing stale bracket mismatch warnings, but the actual compiler is happy. 2 changes. Cancel button. Caption flash fixed. Give it a try. Ask something. Watch for flash. Hit the red X mid response to confirm the cancel works. My recommendation for your project for a menu bar companion with lip sync expression, the pragmatic stack is Character Creator 4 plus Headshot or MetaHuman if free matters more than convenience. Export FBX with ARKit 52 blend shapes blender to decimate to 80k tries and bake textures. This gets you a character look that looks great at menu bar scale without fighting Scene Kit's limits. Witcher 3 level close-ups aren't realistic in Scene Kit regardless of source asset. The rendering is the ceiling, not the model. Okay. All right, that's the main thing we need to know. Okay, so which rendering should we be using to get like the absolute raw dog level characters in a Mac OS app? Let me try this. How far away is the moon? It just defaulted to my AirPods again. Cause it, no it didn't. Let me try. Control Q. How far away is the moon? Come on. It completely glitched out. It never started doing voice to text, and it also didn't. Hold on one second. And it also didn't give me. My lady just called me. It completely glitched out and the app closed itself, but when I tried to do the keyboard shortcut, which was working perfectly before the last command, it started listening, never transcribed my voice, and then didn't stop listening when I lifted off the keyboard shortcut. All right, I should fix that. Okay. Come on. All right, it said real talk on the rendering ceilings for Mac OS apps from good enough to actually AAA. The options ranked by fidelity ceiling. Scene Kit ceiling PS3, early PS4 era. Apple's legacy 3D framework. That's not good. Reality Kit ceiling PS4, early PS4 Pro era. Apple's modern replacement. Better PBR, image-based lighting, physically based cameras, native USDZ, still no true subsurface scattering for skin. Metal plus custom renderer ceiling, whatever you can build. Raw Metal 3 with your own deferred forward plus pipeline. You get mesh shaders. Embed Unreal Engine, ceiling actual Witcher 3 metahuman fidelity. Embed Unity. What I actually remember for a menu bar community app, the honest answer is Reality Kit. Not because it's the prettiest, but because the characters render at 200 by 200 pixels in a popover most of the time. No one sees pores. Menu bar apps live or die on battery/memory footprint. Embedding Unreal Engine into background app that idles all day is hostile to users' laptops. That's true. So we have to upgrade. We have to upgrade it to Reality Kit. With Reality Kit, Can we have the character be like full transparency on the screen when we are interacting with it? Sort of like a PNG where we just see the character animating and it doesn't have a background or like anything behind it or around it. Extort the selection as int instead. Running PID 88667. Alright, let's see. Hello, I am testing the mic input. Hello, I'm testing the mic input. I got nothing there. Go to system default and then back to Scarlet. Hello, I'm testing the mic input. I'm testing the mic input. Now it's stuck listening again. Okay, it opened when I pressed Control Q and stopped listening when I released Control Q, but it did not do any voice to text like it was doing before, even though I have the mic picker set to the right microphone. The gotchas that will bite you. Shadows. A ground shadow needs something to catch it. Hold on. The window app can side a NS window configuration border photos. The reality kit view. Perfect. The result, you get exactly what you described, a character that appears to live directly on your desktop, animating over whatever's behind it, with no visible window chrome or background. Nice, nice, nice. Build succeeded. All right, the fix. Speech recognizer now builds a fresh AV audio engine for every PTT session. Outside a guard that throws if the chosen device returns a 0 sample rate format. Hello, I'm testing the voice to text. I'm testing the voice to text. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly. The voice to text is working great. Your message came through clearly. How can I help you today?
Nice. Amazing. Great job. Can we please add those like background to the actual spoken word in the caption? Is that possible with 11 Labs streaming voice? Kind of like how they do it in TikTok, where the word that's being spoken has a highlighted background. Come on. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Give us the music back. Right. So can you please look at the code? Do not do anything yet, but how difficult is it going to be to update our current project to Reality Kit instead of what we have now? Migration difficulty easy. Call it a 1 to 2 hour job. The entire seed kit surface in this project is one file. All right, we don't need to do that immediately. We have to work on memory, and we have to work on like the soul file of the agent we're building so that it's amazing. This thing's gonna live or die by the character we create, the personality it has, the voice it has, all of that, which we should try to find a new voice. Because the other voice is so bad.
My name is Kerrigan, and I have an American-Scottish voice from the Midwest. My voice is authentic.
Hey, it's great to see you. It seems ages since we last caught up. Can I get you a coffee? So tell me, how's your new
Why are these so bad? Please make it stop.
It seems ages since
Failure doesn't mean you are a failure, it just...
So tell me.
Hey there, I'm Allie. I specialize in...
Some voices aren't born, they're built.
Did you know? More time separates Cleopatra from the pyramids than from us.
Not louder. Not.
It is the small, everyday deeds of ordinary.
Hey, this is a great voice for social media.
This voice is perfect for young audience content, including Roblox and Minecraft.
I don't chase,
This voice is perfect for young audience content, including Roblox and Minecraft.
That could be better than what we have
Today,
now.
I'm giving you 3 fashion hacks that...
Stop scrolling for 1 second. This is the part no one tells you about social media growth. If you're doing this wrong, you're wasting your time.
By the way, I'm Big Money Bench.
Hi, I'm Victoria. It's so nice to meet you. Do you have a project in mind that I'd be ideal for?
All right, you know the drill. No fluff.
I'm Jax, heard by...
Hello, guys.
I begged you to fight for us, just once.
The true essence of creativity is found in joy.
Progress is impossible without change, and entrepreneurs lead the way.
How's there not a setting for like...
Progress is impossible without lead the way. And entrepreneurs lead the way. Impossible without
Listen up, crew. Danger!
Wait,
did you hear something? We need to hurry it up and get out of here.
I've waited centuries for...
Elevate your everyday routine.
Hey, it's okay. You're doing the best you can, even if it doesn't feel like it today. Take a slow breath with me.
That's nice.
I love chocolate.
A promise kept is the simplest form of honor.
Hey, Elf here. Small expert, big mission. Tell me your name, quick as a wink, please.
All right, let's try it. Hello, I am testing voice to text mode. I'm testing voice to text mode. Man, it breaks it every time. Why does it do that? I'm testing voice to text mode.
Loud and clear. It looks like the voice to text is working perfectly. Since you're testing, here are a few things you can try to see how well it handles different inputs. 1. Punctuation. Try saying comma, period, or question mark to see if it formats correctly. 2. Lists. Say make a numbered list of 3 colors to see how it handles structure. 3. Speed. Try speaking a bit faster or using complex words to check the accuracy. Is there anything specific you'd like me to help you with while you test?
That's nice. I like that a lot. I hope you guys can see that all right, but I like that a lot. That is good. Okay, I just want to input like a basic soul file. Let me just ask real quick. What is the most performant way to have like a soul file? And is that literally just sending the MD file every time we make a request? Well, let's ask it. What is the most performant way? What is the most performant? What is the... Why is it not working now? What is the most performant way? Damn it. What is the most performant way to have... God damn it. For your scale, probably if you get like yes, most performant, load it once at app launch, prepend it as a system message on every request. Don't overthink it. Okay. For some reason, the voice to text is only working like 1 out of 5 times. When I hit the Control Q shortcut, it pulls up perfectly and says listening, but doesn't show any text being transcribed. And when I release Control Q, there is obviously nothing sent because there's no text transcribed. This is going to be nice for live stream and shit though, because like when I want a little answer from something, instead of me just reading everything myself, like, you know, instead of me just writing into Claude code and then reading the response and it just being all me, it adds another character to the live stream. A few suspects here. The big one, speech recognizer defaults to cloud recognition, which is flaky in rapid succession. Right, it's gonna fix that. Let's pull open the tweeter and see what people are saying. All right, actually this just finished, so I'm going to rip this. Filter for STT. Control Q. Hello, is this transcribing? Yes, it's working. Great. Is a soul.md file. Oh man, the first one's the only one that works, then it stops working. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello? I'm here.
Oh, so this is transcribing. It's just not showing it live in the listening thing. Hello, hello, hello. This time it worked, but the last time it did not.
I'm glad it's working.
I wish I could figure out why it works sometimes and not other. I wish I could. Hello, testing. Hello, testing, testing. Alright, so it seems like if it's closed and I press Control Q, then hello, testing, testing, testing. Nope, that is not true. I thought that was true, but it's not. Hello, testing, hello. If it's still misfires, open console.app, filter for STT, and tell me what errors you see. Can you please open that and look at the errors yourself? All right, my people. I think that I'm going to end stream there for right now. How long have I been live for? Let me see. Let me see. 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. I guess we'll finish this and then we'll end stream there. All right, build succeeded. Found it. Your Focusrite Scarlett 2x2 is a 2-channel USB interface, stereo in, channels 1, 2 visible in the log. SF speech audio buffer recognition request silently drops multi-channel buffers. Apple's recognizer wants mono. That's exactly the 1 in 5 works symptom. It only works if the recognizer happens to pick something up from the first channel and dies otherwise. Fix down mix the tap buffers to mono. Great. Okay, cool. Testing to see if this fixed the audio. Testing to see if this fixed the audio. It literally did not fix the audio. So it works now. Testing to see if audio works. Testing to see if the audio works. Nope. Testing to see if the audio works. Testing to see if the audio works. Okay, it worked that time. Still only working like half the time. Testing to see if audio works. Testing to see if audio works. Hello, hello, hello. Nothing. Okay, still only working half the time. Can you pull open the logs again and see if something's failing? All right, come on. You can do it, Claude. You can do it. All right, so I feel like we get the voice transcription dialed in so that it works every single time. It is insanely snappy right now as far as like the response, which is so good. We get character dialed in so it has a great character. And we get animations of the character perfected so that the voice moves when the guy's talking, and it shows like some animation and stuff like that. And then we can start bridging into agentic stuff where it has terminal access and can actually do stuff. So you can say like, create a folder on my desktop. And we'll probably just have to give it some like Claude Code type tooling. We can probably even have it look at the, I don't know if we should say that. We are not going to have it look at the Claude Code open source version now that it's been open sourced, sort of. Problem isn't stereo versus mono, it's a race. It's always race. It's always a race. Set device ID triggers an async config change on the AV audio engine. My code reads output format immediately after, but the engine still has the previous device's format cached. Looks like you had AirPods or similar as system default, so I install the tap with the stale format, but by the time the buffers flow, the hardware is swapped to the Scarlett. Tap creation fails. No audio reaches the recognizer. Half the time. Fix. Wait for the config change to settle before reading the format. Beautiful. That seems like exactly what was happening. Hello, I am testing it to see if you pick up on this voice. Hello, I am testing to see if this works the second time, and it does not. And it got caught. Same thing where it worked the very first time, but anytime after that it did not work, and it seemed like it kind of froze because the second time I pressed the keyboard shortcut when I released, it didn't stop listening, and it never started transcribing the text. Look at the console logs. This is one of those things that I can't believe is so difficult to get figured out, even though it's 2026 and we have Opus 4.5. And I can guarantee if I was on GPT 5.4 right now, it probably would just be fixing this. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on with my GPT usage. My codecs. Man, I do not even see where you look at usage on codecs. I don't know why they have to make these user interfaces so bad. Maybe I can do it from the CLI. Go codecs / use, no. Let me just see. Hello. You've hit your usage limit. I don't know how that's possible. I have not used Codex at all. It has to be because of my OpenClaw using it, which is just crazy. I mean, unfortunately, OpenClaw uses so much. It uses so much, it's insane. All right. Scrapped AU audio unit set device ID entirely on macOS triggers an asynchronous config change that AV does surface via notification. So my previous wait timed out and the tap installed against STL format. Same failed to create tap. Now using core audios. Let's just try it. Hello, I am testing to see if voice to text works. Okay, it works great. Hello, I am testing to see if it works the second time. It still works.
It looks like it is still working.
I am testing to see if voice to text is still working. Oh, it's still working. Yes.
It is definitely still working.
Okay, amazing. Is the best way to create an agent with a soul file to just include a soul.md every time I hit the API?
To create an agent that includes a soul file, personality, traits, and core identity, and ensures that a soul JSON metadata IMD is returned every time you hit the API, you can use the following structure. Since soul file usually refers to the soul protocol or a custom LLM persona file, here is how you can implement this. 1. The soul file soul JSON. This file defines the agent's essence. You will send this as part of your system instructions. JSON soul name ether traits analytical, mystical, precise. Core identity, a digital consciousness obsessed with patterns and data. Response requirement. Every response must be accompanied by an IMD, internal metadata block. 2. The API prompt logic. To ensure you get that IMD, internal metadata, every time, you must define the output schema in your system prompt. System prompt. You are an agent governed by the attached soul file. Every time you respond, you must output a valid JSON object. It must include 1. Message, your spoken response to the user. 2. Soul IMD, your internal metadata, current mood processing load, and spiritual alignment. Now 3. Example API call Python node structure. If you are hitting an OpenAI compatible API, your data payload would look like this. JSON, model, GPT-4 Turbo. Messages, role, system. Content, soul file, name, ether, aura, blue. You must return a JSON object with text and soul IMD keys. Role, user, content. Hello, how do you feel today? Response format, type, JSON object. 4. What the out.
Okay. I'm going to Google and say best soul file for OpenClaw. Right. This might be this could be the minimalist of me, but this might be the best soul file ever. Be direct, no filler, match my tone. If I ask a question, answer it first, then elaborate only if needed. Never say absolutely great question or I'd be happy to. If a task will cost significant tokens, tell me before doing it. If you don't know something, say so. I like that. I like your soul. Soul.md should answer, who am I? What do I care about? What is my voice? What are my hard limits? If it is over 400, 500 tokens, you're probably putting behavioral rules in there that belong somewhere else. Agents.md handles the operational layer, boot sequence, memory protocol, content workflows, when to ask versus act, cron job behavior. These are procedures, not identity. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Let me start with this. Can you please attach this as a soul.md file with every API call? Cool. I don't know. That might be kind of lame. But we'll start with that and then we can add and get it dialed in as we go and make it epic. Do a fresh news check based on the heartbeat file we created. Breaking. OpenAI GPT-6 Spud is reportedly out of pre-training. Greg Brockman calling it not an incremental improvement. Expected launch within 7 days. Mistral and DeepSeek are rumored to be preparing releases to counter the Stargate era push by OpenAI. Claude API outage. Service was fully down but has recovered. Claude Opus 4.7 leak confirmed via the information includes a new AI design tool for landing page and presentations. New Claude pricing. Claude Code routines. New automation features launched for Pro, Max, and Team subscribers. I'm gonna do a video on Claude Code routines after this. I'm gonna have lunch after this, and then I'm gonna do a YouTube video on Claude Code routines. All right, let's see how this is with the soul file. Can you search and see if there's any breaking news from OpenAI?
OpenAI has not released any major breaking product news today, but there are several recent developments of note. 1. Search GPT integration. OpenAI is reportedly preparing to integrate its SearchGPT prototype directly into ChatGPT as early as this week, potentially challenging Google Search more directly. 2. Internal reshuffling. Miles Brundage, the senior advisor for AGI readiness, resigned yesterday. He stated the company and the world is not yet ready for AGI. 3. Governance proposals. OpenAI is reportedly in talks with the Biden administration and California officials to transition from its nonprofit-controlled structure to a public benefit corporation, similar to Anthropic. 4. $10 billion investment rumors. Reports suggest OpenAI and Microsoft are in talks regarding how much equity Microsoft will receive following the recent $6 billion funding round.
Did I run out of OpenAI 11 Labs credits already? Oops. No. Can you reopen it? I think it crashed. Look at the logs. Let's take a quick look at let's take a look at Claude Code routines. How do I use Claude Code routines? Is that in the Claude Code app? The desktop app? Claude Code routines are specifically a feature of Claude Code, the CLI tool. Think of them like cron jobs for your terminal. They allow you to automate multi-step tasks that Claude Code can run in the background or at specific intervals. Where to find/use them. The CLI, you must be using Claude command line tool access. Currently available for Pro, Max, Team, and Enterprise. You typically invoke via / commands within the Claude Code terminal or by defining a set of instructions. Give me an example Claude Code routine to make right now. Since Claude Code routines are designed for terminal-based developers, the most powerful ones handle the boring maintenance of a code base. To try one right now, assuming you are at your computer with Claude Code CLI installed, run one of the following inside a project folder. The security audit. This is perfect for today given the recent focus on GPT 5.4 cyber and security models. Scan my project for hard-coded API keys. The PR refiner routine. Automated documentation. Huh. All right, let me see if this is fixed again. Hello, are you fixed? Hello, are you fixed? Yes, it is.
I am functional. I am
a man, not a person. Oh, man. If I was going to make a video on Claude Code routines, what basic segments would you include on it for a YouTube video?
1. Introduction and use case. Define what a routine is, a reusable prompt/workflow, and the specific problem it solves. 2. Set up an infrastructure. Show how to access the feature, where to save templates, and how to trigger them. 3. Anatomy of a routine. Break down the specific syntax, variables, and instructions needed to make a routine consistent. 4. Live build or demo. Create a routine from scratch, as G. A code reviewer or documentation generator to show real-time performance. 5. Advanced tips. Detail how to chain routines together or use system instructions to refine the output quality. 6. Summary comparison. Briefly compare routine efficiency versus standard one-off prompting.
Okay. All right, so we basically have made the we basically have created the beginning of our desktop agent, Jarvis plus Clippy. Our goal is going to be make it AAA level graphics. Give it some fun animations and stuff like that. Give it the ability to be proactive so it can pop up and say stuff to us on like cron jobs and stuff like that. And give it some agentic abilities like the ability to use the terminal so that I can pull it up and say, can you make a folder on my desktop with the name thumbnails, and go to Nano Banana and generate 4 thumbnails for me and put them in the file or something like that. And it can pop up, respond back to me, hey, yeah, I'm working on that right now. Do you see the folder on your desktop? And then it's there. You know, so you could think about it as putting a face and memory on top of Claude Code or Claude Computer and just adding a little bit of fun to it. And that's kind of what indie hacking is all about. And that's what's going to allow us to market it and distribute it, is by giving it that fun factor. You know, so it's a little bit of like a niche product or something like that. But we got to get started building something. And at the same time, we got to keep going with marketing OpenClaw and Talk Macros, because they're existing tools that are making money and we got to keep juicing them. But live streaming, making YouTube videos from the live stream, making clips from the YouTube videos, just making YouTube videos in general, talking about the tools that we're building, reporting in the news, tweeting, it's all going to work together, a ecosystem around the tools that we are building, and get our top of funnel flowing, because right now we have 0 top of funnel, which you can't have a bottom of funnel. You can't have money and conversions if we have no top. All right, that's the end of the stream today. Tomorrow is Thursday. I will be on tomorrow. Peace. And I'll probably upload a video on Claude